Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm a master aromatherapist and teacher, and I also work in different healing modalities such as shamanism. I'm also a Reiki master and sound healer, and I'm really excited to talk about 5 different medicinal grade essential oils that have come forward today and talk about their healing properties and their medicinal properties and how they can help us with this transition and in living in the autumn/fall season. And what I love about these medicinal grade essential oils, particularly from Wisdom of the Earth, is that they're all about creating harmony and balance. And that's how they heal. They reveal to us, okay, where are we delving in maybe lower vibrations, and where can we bring them up to higher vibrations and have balance in that, especially during transitions, right? So during the autumn fall season, particularly in the northern hemisphere, we're getting darker and darker days. We're moving away from this bright, intense sunlight into the darker times when the celestial bodies get to come out. So we get to play more with the stars and the moon. So the first essential oil that has come forward is pink lotus. Now, the pink lotus is such a beautiful, you think of the pink color of the higher heart chakra, right, about unconditional love. And I know the movie Barbie was really popular this summer. I haven't seen it yet, but pink is my favorite color. So I was absolutely delighted when pink came out, the pink lotus. And what she is beautiful with is helping us to engage and harmonize this beautiful heart energy, to allow in love and gratitude for ourselves, for others, to recognize that we are part of this whole entire holistic system, and to really pause and take a moment for being grateful for how much we have accomplished in the last few months, especially during the spring and the summer, planting those seeds, reaping this harvest, and really just celebrating and being in delight of life, just celebrating life. And a lot of us that are perfectionists or have a hard time letting love and gratitude in, this is such a beautiful essence. And again, the lotus flower, they're water plants, flowers, right? So they go into the murky, quote unquote, dirty water, which is packed full of nutrients, and they bring those up and blossom. So how can we look into what we've experienced in the last few months and perhaps even our entire lifetimes, and see past what we might consider to be the dirty shadow sides, and really be grateful for those moments in our lives that were challenges, for lessons, and look at the beautiful flower that we've created for ourselves from that. Pink is also really great because it's feminine and masculine. Pink was traditionally, back in the day, a couple hundred years ago, very masculine. And it was only recently in the 20th century that pink became a very feminine color. So what she's teaching us too is to embrace both feminine and masculine qualities within each and every one of us. Everybody has both. So how can we create more harmony and balance between all of that in our lives and see that harmony play out in the world around us? And so our second one to come forward is Elemi. So I love Elemi so much. So she's in the frankincense family. However, she has a lighter scent, a lighter aroma, and a lighter energetic essence, where frankincense can kind of be more grounding, not grounding in the certain way of like bringing us down, but more of working with all of the chakras interplaying together. But Elemi, what she's really great is finding the joy and harmonizing and healing our bodies. So sometimes, especially when we're doing a lot of spiritual work, we can take it very seriously. We have to be disciplined and regiment. What Elemi says is stop. Find the joy. Be playful in that experience. And especially with, she was showing me earlier when I was communing with her, the celestial skies and the stars. So if you really have a hard time as the seasons change and the sun goes shorter and shorter days, and you have a hard time acclimating to darker days, Elemi can really help you navigating the darker hours. and really embracing, okay, what can this darkness teach me? What can communing with the stars and the celestial bodies teach me and show me at this time? So in that regard, she's really great as a meditation essence for connecting more and expanding more into our multidimensional ascensions. And then also in our day-to-day lives, incorporating that in. And then third, we have Laurel Lead. Forgive that my label fell off. I've had her for quite some time. I have a little bit left of laurel leaf. So laurel leaf, also known as bay leaf. And when I think of bay leaves, I always think of the Greco-Roman traditions of taking a halo, a crown of laurel leaves. And it's about victory, celebrating our accomplishments, celebrating who we are, but also being authentic in that. So if you have a hard time feeling into your truth and your authenticity, laurel leaf is amazing for that. Especially if we are in social circumstances, situations, our work environments, maybe a little bit like this for us, where we're having a hard time figuring out when to speak up, what feels good to us. Laurel leaf is amazing for that. And just celebrating, okay, how have I shifted that in my life in the last few months? What were some examples or moments in my life where I was able to stand up for myself, to speak my truth, to say, this is good for me, this feels good. Amazing. She's also queen of the lymphatic system, so if you need help with balancing your lymph nodes and your whole entire lymph system, laurel leaf is amazing. And then fourth, we have Ylang. Beautiful yellow flower. Immediately she goes to my solar plexus to really be proud of who I am. She helps us to soften into our passions for life, for having joy for life. So again, as the days get darker and darker, she helps us to remain in our authentic truth and to stay in those creative passions that we have, and remind us what gives us joy in life. Are we following our joy? Are we following what we're passionate about? And in that sense too, she connects the heart with our solar plexus and sacral chakras about following that, being in rhythm and in tune with ourselves. And again, not following social norms, but what feels good for us. And she's just so loving. So what she's saying now is, I'm your party girl for this winter season. She wants us to go and find the joy and the playfulness of that. And last, we have Vetiver. Now, Vetiver, she's made from the roots of the vetiver plant. And if you see a picture of her, like, it's, incredibly complex root network. So she's all about embracing community and tapping into that collective consciousness, but you also think your roots, they're deep down in the dark, right? So she's helping us to navigate as we move into more darkness. How can we step back and assess our social friends, our networks, and really question, okay, who's supportive and nurturing us? Who's helping us in our journey? Let's keep those people. Who are we having fun with? Keep those people in our lives. And conversely, who do we need to release? Who is no longer serving us in our life to have a more authentic and loving life? And to not be afraid if we've been partying this summer, being very extroverted and out in the sun, beautiful. How can we embrace retreating a little bit? Going inside and assessing what's going on in our lives and being more comfortable being at home, looking at our home lives and seeing, okay, is there any unhealthy habits in our home lifestyle right now that we need to assess and evaluate? And in that sense too, she's an amazing manifester. What she does is she takes our intentions for our lives and taps into the collective consciousness through the electromagnetic fields of the earth, through the plants, and says, okay, I'm here to help you manifest your intention that you've put through, and I'm going to bring you the people that you need in your life to help support that intention. Because we are social people. Humans are naturally social, and we need each other. We need community in order to fully live in a life that's authentic and full of joy. So Vetiver is absolutely amazing for that. So I hope that you enjoyed this, And if one of these called to you, you can purchase them on my website. There's a link below. If you have any other questions about how to use these essential oils, I have a video also linked below. And also, if you're still having a little trouble navigating which oil is right for you, I have free 15-minute Zoom consultations, and I can help navigate which oil is going to be right for you to start with. So thank you so much. Happy anointing, and I wish you well.